everyone. This is Amanda Rose, your Archer Media specialist, and we are so excited to have Downtown Travel here with us today to talk about booking pre and post cruise itineraries. We have Steve and Bill here. Steve and Bill, welcome today. We're so excited to have you guys back. How are you doing?
Doing well, Amanda. Hope you are, and hope everyone out there is.
Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's staying safe. We're a year into this thing, and I think we all see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I think it's a perfect time to start showing you guys the best way to make money in this business.
So one of the things we're going to do today, first of all, I'm Bill Gardner, and I'm Director of Business Development, and Steve Barokin, who's with me, is the Chief Development Officer for the company. I lost your title for a second, Steve. What we're going to show you today is the fact that not only can you work with us through the Best Agent or .pro or in Downtown Travel for air, but we also now have the ability for several ways, different ways for you to use and set up pre and post tours, whether it's in connection with just a flight or with the cruise lines when they come back. So you're going to be able to work with us on making some money on air, but also on the pre and post. So you're going to be able to work with our friends over at Carnival and any of the other cruise lines. So we're going to give you a whole new revenue source that you haven't seen before. Again, please feel free to ask any questions as we go into it. Steve, you want to take over and show the first part and then the hotels, and then we'll go from there and come back into the groups.
Absolutely. So can everyone see my screen? It looks like it's up. So as Bill mentioned, we're Downtown Travel, and we have a few entities under our umbrella. The ones we're going to share with you today is the bestagent.pro, which we just added a super easy to use dynamic hotel booking engine as well, which goes perfectly with any sort of Carnival cruises you guys may be booking. And we can show you how on top of any cruise you book, you can basically add on flights, cars, hotels, and pretty much anything under the sun. So I know we've done a few webinars here on the hotel or on the flight engine. But just to remind you guys quickly, we're just going to the bestagent.pro. And let's say we have a cruise leaving from Miami. I'm based in New York, so let's go to Miami. Just move this window over. Sorry, guys. Trying to move this Zoom window over so that I can get over to my screen here. Okay. And let's go probably next September, more likely. And we'll come back 2 weeks later. So we'll find those flights. And what we're doing here is we're pulling from all of our GDS sources. We're aggregating all the content. We're basically pulling all the potential flight options for you guys. And so here you'll see the airlines we have flying that day. So the big three: United, American, Delta, JetBlue. I'm going to hide the basic economy because no one wants to book that. And here you'll see all the departures with the same returns with the same departure. And underneath that is all the flight options, and you'll be able to actually filter by arrival time, which I know is super important for cruises and getting there on time. But let's just go ahead and try and book this United flight. So here will be the flights. Underneath here, you'll actually be able to see all the fare rules, the cancellations. This ticket is not refundable. So all the changes that are permitted, and we actually suggest that you go ahead and copy these fare rules and send them off to your client. when you're getting your credit card authorization form. Underneath here is what we call the family affairs. So right now your passenger is an economy, and you can be on the phone with them or over email and say, hey, for $258 more, I can actually upgrade you to first or business. And here you'll see all of the different attributes of bumping up that class. And of course, there's also the flex fare that gives you all of the ability to change, which of course in this current environment is always helpful. And after that, it's as simple as putting in your passenger information, putting in their email and phone number. You can check this box to send them their itinerary right away. And as I'm sure many of you know out there, unfortunately, there are no net fares on domestic, but none of us should be working for free. So in this agent extra service fee discount, my favorite part of this entire thing, you can add, let's say, $30. And it's actually smart, so it would never let you exceed 20% of the airline price. But let's do $30. We can apply it, and we can charge our passenger's credit card and book. Let's say they're arriving into Miami a couple days early. They want to spend a couple days, maybe even go to Key West. So we can actually go ahead and pop over to our hotels. We can type in Key West.
You can also do something right in the immediate area. So if they want to come in a day or two early and enjoy Greater Fort Lauderdale or Miami,
Sure.
we have virtually, I can't even begin to guess at how many hotels. But we're actually going to show you here is the opportunity that you're now going to pick up a whole new revenue source, because you're going to be able to set up your pre and post tours. And again, you're going to, and there's a couple ways we'll show you that, but this is one of the most important, because you've got access not only in a Miami situation, but even on international hotels as well. So if you've got let's say you've got a cruise going out of Barcelona, and you want to go over to see Barcelona for a few days, or you want to go out of Rome, depending on what's there, you're going to be able to pretty much make a FIT for the clients, build them exactly what they want, and that system will allow you to do it. So you have not only a very profitable revenue source, but also a very easy revenue source. Take it away, Steve.
So this is the results page of the new hotel engine. So on the left-hand side, let's say the hotel name you want to stay at right away. You can type it in right there and right then and there. You can filter by the price per night. You can filter by free cancellation, star rating, the different property types, meal plans, the zillions of different property attributes and room facilities that are existing out there. And here you'll find a full list of all the hotels, and you can actually zoom in on the map feature. For example, your client wants to stay in Miami Beach, so the results will filter down underneath. So maybe let's choose the standard hotel. We'll go ahead and see what kind of rooms they have available for us. So here you'll actually get pictures of the hotels. You'll see like a brief description of everything that the hotel has to offer. You can actually click into these photos and get a sense for what the rooms look like. And the most important piece of this is to be looking at the cancellation. So here we have a free cancellation until August 27th. And just to remind everyone, we were looking at dates of September 1st to September 3rd. And as I'm sure all you guys know, non-refundable rooms actually are generally more expensive. So everyone needs to kind of be careful of when a room is non-refundable or when money is due. So if we were to go ahead and book this one with free cancellation, we would actually go ahead And here you would see the cancellation costs. So it would be $171 if we canceled after August 27th, but before August 31st. And then it becomes fully non-refundable after August 31st. And what we actually do once you make a hotel booking, we'll send you guys as agents reminders of when payments are coming up. So feel free to kind of set it and forget it in that sense. We'll always be reminding you 3 days before, 1 day before. And so you'll always have the chance to cancel just in case something happens without any penalties. But similarly here, like it is with the air, you toss in your guest details. And again, here, you can always mark it up. So let's see, let's go $50 here. And we can put in our passenger's credit card and actually book the hotel.
When you look at that, one of the things that's important to notice, though, is that the merchant payment fee is after 48 hours is non-refundable. So that 1231 that you're showing there, you have to tell your clients if they cancel, they're going to be responsible for that 1231. It's just you just want to make sure that the clients are aware of it. So if for some reason they change, they're responsible for it. So.
And just a quick note about our hotel booking engine, since it's new and since this is the first time a lot of you guys are seeing, just to give you some of the background, we partnered with pretty much the 10 largest hotel suppliers from all over the world. And we did that on purpose just because we have such global content. And so basically, if you're searching in Asia, if you're searching in Europe, you're going to be pulling net fare hotel rooms directly from suppliers that have the best rates for that region. And anytime you are seeing that price, I'm based off of the research we did and the months and months of testing, we've yet to find a published price that is beating our fares. And we're pretty proud of that and pretty happy with that. And we want you guys to be able to mark up these fares and to actually make a solid profit on all these rooms for that reason.
Steve, could you show them a hotel, let's say in Barcelona for a pre-show there? And then we'll just pull one for a post in Venice.
Absolutely. So let's go back to September. We'll go for 3 days, for 2 nights to Barcelona, and we'll search that.
One of the things that's important to note is you can use this worldwide. So when we roll back, then we get our cruise ship friends working from Carnival and doing their different, all the different itineraries for the group. You're going to be able to, wherever they're sailing, you're going to be able to use this to build pre and post packages and add-ons. So it's going to be a nice program for you. And again, we'll be showing you an additional way to do this as well. Steve, take it away.
So again, this is pretty similar to what we saw in Miami, but you'll actually be able to zoom in on the map. And since you only have a couple days, you may want to put your passengers next to some of the sites. So like the Sagrada Familia, we actually can zoom into there. It looks like we have a 4 Points by Sheraton, Holiday Inn Express, Melilla, Barcelona, which I believe I actually stayed at in a beautiful hotel. But something I didn't point out here, so the price per night is right here. So you'll be able to quickly parse through that. But let's go ahead and see what kind of rooms are available at the Melilla.
One thing I just want to point out too, when we were in that last section, it gives you options beyond hotels. It gives you apartments, it gives you condos. So you have a full range of venues or properties that you can use for your pre and post. And that's very unique and very hard to find with most booking engines.
Perfect. Thanks. When you guys have a second, we have a couple questions on the air. So just let me know when you want to take those.
Sure.
Sure. Let me just finish this quick Malia Barcelona Sky Tour, and then I'll jump back over to air and we can answer some questions. So here, just to show you guys a room standard. Okay, so standard room with twin bed is $272.95, and I believe standard room with twin or double was $253. Which is actually interesting. The free cancellation is cheaper here.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, you'll see pretty much all the different room offerings. And again, we're paying attention to our cancellation deadline. And
let me just jump in there 1 second, Steve, if I may. Guys, see where it says there very clearly, your free cancellation ends it's good till 6:59 p.m.
And again, we're
on
paying
September
attention to
11th. After 7 p.m.,
deadline.
which is 1 minute later, it jumps up to 1:55:27. So those times that are shown are exceedingly important. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we'll always remind you. And if the hotel reaches the cancellation policy and a payment hasn't been made, then it would automatically be canceled. So don't worry that your client's card will be charged if there was an error. So let's go back to air tickets. Okay.
You leave.
Sure.
I see that the price includes all taxes and fees, all in OTD pricing, right? Because that's helpful. We need that.
I'm so.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but I think I added some of her comments in there. She said, I see the price includes all taxes and fees.
Absolutely.
All in OTD pricing, right?
Yeah, so everything is included here. There are a couple cities worldwide that have resort fees, and if there is a resort fee, we'll always let you know. We'll put like a note in the system that tells you, hey, your passenger will have a resort fee that's due at the property.
And again, that's important so that you can tell your clients, because a lot of times they don't understand a resort fee. And yet if you explain it to them, they're most usually quite happy to have it because it saves them a lot more of the individual amenities.
So jumping back to air, we can do that pretty quickly up in the hotel engine. We'll just click here. And now we're back to air. And I'll be happy to take whatever questions were coming up during the air.
Perfect. Okay. Let me pull that up. Okay, so one of the first questions was, does Downtown Travel provide commission on air only, or do we need to add our own commission?
So yeah, let me actually go ahead and do a New York City, Barcelona, just to show you guys.
And while Steve's pulling that up, let me just point out a couple of things to you in this. You have published air, which has a built-in commission, and it's a percentage, and it'll tell you up front. And the other alternative is a net fare, and that is where you have to mark it up. Okay? But let's see what comes up here so Steve can actually show it to you, because you get a better idea of what I'm talking about and what we're talking about.
Yeah, so let's see if the first one, so this is a net fare, but if we go to published, okay, so on this published Iberia, you'll see down here that the automatic commission is $25.08. This is a basic economy ticket, so we try to call that out as quickly as possible in big red letters. But this is a published fare where the commission is $25.08, and you can always add on to it on the next page. So let me go ahead and show you how that looks, and then I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on a
Net.
on a net. So here, the agent's commission will be $25.08, and you can go ahead and add $40, and that would update that. And up here, again, you're on a basic economy ticket. So they obviously have no bags, so you'll be able to quickly upsell your client and say, hey, I can, for $113 more, I can give you a seat that will allow you to bring on a bag, and more than a newspaper on the flight. So now let's go back and look at a net. So here we'll go to nets. This Air France ticket. And the net, the max markup here is $48.50. And what that's basically saying is that if we were to do anything above $48.50, that would be a second line item in your client's itinerary or in your client's bill. So basically, if we were to do $30 and apply that, it would just be one line item. But if we were to do $75, you'll see that it's a $26, your client will see a $26.50 service fee, which is just the difference between that $48.50 and the $75 that we put up here.
So again, what you really see is you've got ticketing that can be done two ways, and it either with a commission. And remember one thing, even if you're looking at a published fare, your commission is built in, and it's the commission air that the client can see on going to any of the airline sites doesn't pay you commission at all. This is the only way you can make money on an airline ticket, basically.
Absolutely. Were there any more questions regarding air? Yeah, so here you can actually add legs, and I believe we can do up to 5.
Chat didn't hear my question because I was muted on the stream. Sorry. So I just asked if you could do multiple destinations, such as 3 destinations, and he's answering that. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure they understood.
One of the important things we need to touch on here is many of you, when you're doing a cruise, will want to be using an open jaw. That's into one city and back from another. And with this system, you're able to do that. So we're showing New York to Barcelona, and we could add a second tier or a second leg or a second session, and we could be coming back from, let's say, Venice or from Rome. So you can have that advantage of the multiple cities in and out.
So we'll go to Rome on the 29th and stay a couple days in Rome and leave on the 1st. Let me get some extra here, but let's go ahead and try that.
Again, as you see, you can use this for your pre and post. So if you wound up at the end in Rome, after you got in Barcelona, you went to Rome on the cruise, and then you wanted to do a post-cruise, post-cruise stay, you could basically build yourself a package at the end of the cruise as well. So you've got it on both ends that you can do it with very easily.
Yeah, so here we'll be able to actually look at all of the options here. It looks like AA and Iberia are the couple options. And you'll see all the flight times. And that would be an example of an open jaw.
Amanda, do we have anything else in there? Any other questions on Aero? while we're here?
We had another question. Sorry, I just want to make sure if it had to do with air or not. We had a question about hotels. Do we want to wait then on the air? Wait on that, or do you want me to ask it?
I can jump over back to hotels.
Okay. Totally just lost it. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Do hotels offer port transfers for cruise guests?
That'll go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
That's going to very much depend on the property. I am not sure if that's the type of information we're pulling from our suppliers here, but I believe that we will. Anytime if you want to call the property, they would be available to answer that. I'm just trying to see if that's actually in any of the options. But again, that would probably be the best people to contact for that would be the hotel directly.
Okay, perfect.
Steve, is there any, shall we show them the car rental while we're here?
Absolutely.
One of the options you have when you're doing a pre and post for cruise is a lot of times you'll decide to pick up a car for that couple of days. So again, we have the opportunity to go into our car rental program,
which is up here in your tabs. So you'll click on car rental. Actually do the Barcelona airport. I believe we're in September. And we'll drop it off a week later. And we can go ahead and search that. And here you'll find our car rental engine. And just so you guys know, once you guys have an account with us, with Downtown Travel or the best agent, all your commissions will be, under one account, one roof. So everything you do with either cars, hotels, air, tours, groups, anything like that, will always have your commissions all in one place. So it'll be easy accounting for you as well. And here you can see all the different cars available, and to book that, just as simple as booking through here. And once you're clicked through into the car engine, from here, we automatically pass on your details to the car engine. So there's no need to log in or do anything else besides entering your passenger's information, credit card, and completing that booking.
So again, you see, we've got the ability to really fill out your ability to make money with the hotels, with the car rentals, and of course the flights. One thing that's really important to note at this time, though, is if you are not registered, you do need to register at thebestagent.pro to access all of this. Okay? Steve, can we go over to that groups and tours for a minute?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, as I was saying to you earlier, there's a couple of ways to do this. Holidays with Downtown is also, you can reach out to Holidays with Downtown, and we will build you a pre and post package. You can tell us exactly what you want, and actually we'll be loading a new program, a form that you'll be able to transmit back to our tour department, and they'll build you an FIT. Steve, would you reach on About Us, please, and then drop down to the map?
Absolutely.
Okay, so some of you have seen this before, and this is, of course, where we've got tours and packages, but something that's brand new and is hitting a lot of attention. Steve, would you hit North America, please? we now have some domestic packages. And one I wanted to show you is, as we know, with the cruise lines, when they go back, they're most likely going to be starting some shorter length cruises, 4 or 5 days, depending on what the guesstimate is out there. But here's one where you can add onto that 4 or 5 day cruise an Everglades and Florida Keys package. So if you drop down and hit see more, please, on the bottom, Steve.
Yep.
And this is a basically a fly drive, and gives you 9 nights down in the Keys. Now, that may be too long, but we'll be able to, in the next week or two, to fill out a form under the tailor-made or the FIT program and tell us exactly what you want to do. So you'll be able to send in, hi guys, I'd like to do a 3 nights in Fort Lauderdale, or 3 nights in Naples, or 3 nights down in Key West, and you'll be able to tell exactly what your clients want to do. And they'll be able to come in and build exactly the program you want. So they actually have an FIT ability. You'll have the car rental, and you'll be pretty set on it. This one is like particularly because it includes a little bit of airfare. It includes your car. It gives you the America the Beautiful National Parks Pass that you can use through all of the national parks, Everglades National Park, and all the way down through the Keys. And of course, it gives you your hotels, Key Largo, Key West, and Key Largo on the way back up. So you can enjoy it. And again, with the fact that when we go back, there may be some shorter cruises. They may not be quite as long. This may give you a nice opportunity to tap onto something and make it a little longer vacation than just the 4 or 5 nights. Okay. So do we have any Steve, hit TaylorMade for me, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you. This is our FIT program, folks. And you can come in here, and there'll be a form that'll be in there shortly, within the next 2 weeks. You'll be able to come down, and any of these countries you can say, okay, in Italy or in Spain or whatever, you can tell us what you want, and we'll be able to build you an FIT in that country. Also, you'll be able to do the same in a lot of our newer destinations domestically. So, do we have any questions on that part of it?
We had a question back on the car part. Do you have an option to reserve a car locally and not at an airport?
I believe the engine has, all of as long as you know where, yes, I mean, you have the different regions, or the different areas of Barcelona, for example. So as long as you know which office you're looking to pick it up in, it doesn't necessarily need to be at an airport. So for example, in New York, looks like there's a bunch of destinations in Brooklyn. So just as long as you know what part of the city you want to pick up the car from, we can definitely do that as well.
We had another question, sorry, sort of back and forth. When did you say that those become available? I'm planning a honeymoon currently in Iceland for October, and this FIT by country would be perfect.
Okay, and what country was she looking for?
Iceland.
Iceland.
Okay, Iceland, I just was on a meeting last night and was told that Iceland will be opening in May. So what she would do is reach out to us, send us an email, and send me an email, send the Holidays with Downtown an email. It'll be a new form, and they can construct a Iceland program for them. With Iceland, of course, it's a phenomenal. And what time of year did they want to go? October. Getting a little bit chilly, but still can go up there. I've been there in October. So yes, we can build you a honeymoon or an FIT in virtually any of those countries. And if you remember back to that map we showed you a few minutes ago, we have approximately 110 countries that we have programs in. Right there.
Actually go over to Iceland, and there's a number of potential journeys that you can look through, and even just using this as a launching off point. Maybe I want part of this and part of this program and a little bit of this program. We can always piece together the perfect honeymoon.
Perfect, great. The person who asked that question said, perfect, I have a meeting with my clients tomorrow. I'd love to add your options to my list. I'll get on that. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
We have some questions on how to register, and I'd like to address that. I put the link for the Travel Cafe, how to register to downtown, in the chat. I'll post it again, and all the information is located there. So
yeah, so I'll also just show you guys
perfect.
quickly. Let me go back to air tickets, and I'll log out of here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click register an account, and you're gonna go over to agency, and you're going to put in all of the asterisk information. So your email, your password, your agency name, phone number, first name, last name, any website or social media associated with the account, and then how you heard about us. You can put Archer Travel. And from there, we'll actually shoot you an email. One of our admins will shoot you an email and give you instructions on how we can approve you for ticketing. We're just going to need to, what's super important to us and super important about our fares is that we only distribute them out to other businesses. And so for that, we need to actually, check and make sure that we're giving out our fares to not just the regular Joe Schmo on the street, but an actual travel agent. And it doesn't matter where you're located. We know that there are plenty of Archer agents all over the world, and we're happy to work with you. But we're just going to need some more information. But for now, the easiest thing to do is just put in your information here and click register, and that will actually give you access to be able to go in and look at everything that we have to offer. You'll actually be able to even book, but you won't actually be able to fully ticket anything until we get the final approval from our side, and then as well from Archer's side as well.
Perfect. And I'd like to clarify something really fast, just because some people are having trouble in the chat. It's for this supplier, Downtown Travel, it is very different from other suppliers. You will register as an agency and not an agent, and I think that's where the confusion comes from. So just like you showed you right now, it's agency, not agent.
Yep.
Perfect.
Exactly. It's always as an agency. We know you guys are involved with a host, but agents are if you're part of one of Archer's. If you're an agent, if you're part of an agency that is registered with Archer already, but for I think 99% of the people out there, you guys are agency. And one more thing to show you guys, just here, you'll see I'm affiliated with a consortia. Just go into here and select Archer. And that way we'll know right away you guys are part of Archer, and we'll confirm with them that that's actually true.
Perfect, great. And then the top, they're filling out all their information, right? All their personal information.
Yeah, personal, not Archer's, your own.
Perfect. Great. Okay.
Anything else? I think Bill may have gotten dropped.
Oh, did he? Let me admit him. I just seen him join back here. He's back now.
Great.
Okay.
There he is.
Here he is. Hi, guys.
Welcome back.
What else can I answer from the crowd out there?
Perfect. Let me look. Looks like okay. People were just having some questions about registering, which you had just answered.
Mhm.
Perfect. And they said, doesn't look like we have any other questions at the moment. They just said thank you so much. And the person who you were talking about earlier with Iceland said it's a honeymoon and they want hot spring and adventure. They know it's cold. LOL, we really appreciate your help. Thank you. So perfect.
Absolutely.
It doesn't look like there's any questions now. So if you guys want to share anything else, feel free to. Or if you want to close it out, up to you. I'll let you decide.
Amanda, you were able to post details about how to contact us in case there's any more questions after the fact.
Correct. All that information is posted in their travel cafe, and if they go to the suppliers tab, it'll be right there under downtown travel. Everyone, I did post that in the chat too, so feel free to follow those instructions in chat, how to get there and how to get the information for that. So please check that out. So I'm glad that you brought that up.
Thank you so much. And just one final note. We have a full support team for these products, for the hotels, the cars, the air, and of course the holidays with downtown and tours. So feel free to reach out to me, Bill, or any of the other contacts posted there. But just know you're in good hands, and we'll always be able to help you guys out and make any sort of adjustments as you need.
Great, perfect. Thank you so much. We really appreciate this. And like we just stated, if anyone has any questions, feel free to check out the information I gave you in chat and follow through on that, as well as check out the supplier in our preferred suppliers page, and you can click on there. It'll take you straight to their page. So we just appreciate Steve and Bill. We appreciate you guys coming out again and doing this for us. I know people are really excited to book these pre and post itineraries, and I just want to say thank you again. I'll go ahead and let you guys close it out if you have anything else to say, and I just want to say thanks.
Just one quick thing, if I can just throw in there.
Yeah.
Remember, of course, that again, you do need to register for the bestagent.pro, but this is going to give you, which again is shown right here. But it also, we want to bring up the fact that this can be a nice addition to the revenue that you can make off of cruising, because you're also going to be able to, coming out of the pandemic, it appears that a lot of people are going to want to be traveling with their own pod or club or group or whatever. So you're able to travel with the group you've been hanging out with for the last year. And I think that's going to be a real positive when you can make something custom made and not necessarily following the masses around.
Absolutely. Adjustments thank you so much for joining us today. We are very much looking forward to when this is all over, and thankfully it seems to be winding down. And it looks like we're all going to be getting back on cruise ships and planes and cars and all sorts of things that make travel fun again. So with that, please everyone stay healthy and safe, and happy booking.
And everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day, and have a great day. Thanks a million.
Perfect. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.
Take care.